Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sensei Pink, and I'm coming back to you guys for my review on the Kiss Bet episode 67. I realized that I think I said the wrong numbers in my last episode because I realized that this is episode 67, so I think I said like 65 and 66. Don't mind that, just ignore it. But anywho, go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and hit that subscribe and notification button to see more weekly videos. Now, in this week's episode, we kick it off with Joe basically going after Oliver, who went, I guess, back to their apartment. And when he reaches Oliver, who is in their room, Oliver is just like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was completely wrong of me. And Joe's just like, I mean, I understand you're going through a lot. And I mean, it's Sara Lynn, so of course she'd understand. But still that was pretty wrong. But then Joe continues on by saying, like he's been thinking, and if things aren't working out for them, then, maybe they should actually move back home. This like instantly triggers Oliver, and he's just like, I don't give a shit about like how crappy life is at the moment. Like he'd rather be there than go home to his mom and her boyfriend. Then Joe is just like, do you really think life is like that bad here? Like, we got some new friends, you still got your band, so like, is it really that bad? And before like he can even answer, Oliver's just like, I'm gonna take a shower, we can talk about it tonight. Now in class, Sara and Joe are partners, and as she asks him a question, she realizes that he's sort of dazed out and begins to ask like if he's still worried about Oliver. She then continues on by telling him like if he ever needs to talk, she's there to listen. And then Joe just sort of perks up and it's just like, you sure are cute, Sara Lynn. And this just causes her to blush. Now cutting to lunch, Patrick and Sara are on their way to, I guess, their lunch table where Tammy has saved a seat, and they're talking about their little date on Saturday, and they're talking about like, how they don't want it to be weird until then. And as the two are walking, someone sort of like pushes Sara by accident, and as she's like falling, Patrick ends up catching her and spins her around, like gets her back into place, and like she's just sort of shocked that he has muscles. And afterwards the two just awkwardly like separate from each other, and they're just like, yeah, we'll see you at the lunch table. Sara then, instead of going to the cafeteria, she runs to the bathroom, and in the bathroom she first checks under all the stalls and then begins talking to herself in the mirror like, oh my god, she like equally likes them both, and this is just driving her crazy, especially since she's supposed to decide between them all on her own. And then we hear a voice from someone else, aka Lulu, who tells her that she's never alone, and we end this episode with Lulu basically telling Sara that it is her fairy godmother, and does she want her to like remind her of the predictions that she gave earlier. Now guys, again, as I said before, I am way ahead, so I'm going to move into episode 68. But for now, let me know if you haven't read ahead like me. What do you think is going to happen in the next episode in the comments below? Go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and smash that like button if you enjoyed watching. And finally guys, hit that subscribe and notification button to see more of me, Sensei Pink.